usually have names? Alabama was winning way back then, honestly. All right, today I'm checking out Steely. I'm listening to the song Deacon Blues. Let's get into it.
This is the day of the expanding man. That shape is my shame. There where I used to stand. It seems like only yesterday I gazed through the glass at ramblers, wild gamblers. That's all in the past. You call me a fool. You say it's a crazy scheme. This one's for real. I already bought the dream. So useless to ask me why. Throw a kiss and say goodbye. I'll make it this time. I'm ready to cross that fine line. Learn to work the saxophone. I play just what I feel. Drink scotch whiskey all night long. And die behind the wheel. They got a name for the winners in the world. I want a name when I lose. They call Alabama the Crimson Tide. Call me Deacon Blues. Deacon My back to the wall, a victim of laughing chance. This is for me, the essence of true romance. Sharing the things we know and love with those of my kind. Libation, sensation that stagger the mind. I crawl like a viper through these suburban streets. Make love to these women, languid and bittersweet. I'll rise when the sun goes down, cover every game in town. A world of my own. I'll make it my home, sweet home. Learn to work the saxophone. I play just what I feel. Drink scotch whiskey all night long. And die behind the wheel. They got a name for the winners in the world. I want a name when I lose. They call Alabama the Crimson Tide. Call me Deacon Blues.
Man, I got so many questions listening to this. They all can be answered by the annotations, though. Like, everything in this is annotated. So, I mean, do I even need to ask my question? Yes, I do. So, anyway, they call Alabama the Crimson Tide. They call him Deacon Blues. He wants a name when he loses, and winners usually have names. Alabama was winning way back then, honestly. That was one of my first questions when I got to the chorus. When did this song even come out? 1977? Yo, okay. I know we got Alabama fans in chat. Alabama has been winning all the way back to 1977. Now, the sound of the song, like, okay, the first one or two verses is more the sound. I'm like, dang, okay, here we are. Back to that very adult kind of grown. I don't know about grown and sexy. He was talking about relationship stuff when we got to the third and fourth verse and whatnot, but this is that sophisticated adult kind of sound that we're getting more these days, but I can't say I'm the most familiar with it. We got a little bit on the old channel. We got a little bit here, but it's just like, I don't know. I feel like I'm just like, so I barely know what to do. Just a little two-step with a little snap. That's like the limit of what I do to that grown, kind of sophisticated sound. It's not new, but we haven't done a ton of it.
Call me Deacon Blues, Deacon Blues.
Is this jazz?
This is the night of the expanding man. I take one last drag as I approach the stand. I cried when I wrote this song. Sue me if I play too long. This brother is free. I be what I want to be. I learned to work the saxophone. I play just what I feel. Drink scotch whiskey all night long. And I'm behind the wheel. They got a name for the winners in the world. I want a name when I lose. They call Alabama the Crimson Tide. Call me Deacon Blues, Deacon Blues.
Man, sometimes songs like this make me feel so young. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a little kid, like a little boy listening to this. Man, look at what I'm wearing. You would never see anybody wearing what I'm wearing, listening to this. I feel like I should be wearing a suit. Like a suit and tie, maybe even a fedora or something. You know what I mean? Then going and meet with my mafia friends and talking business or something like that. I don't know. I feel so underdressed for the occasion. Now, some of these lyrics, like what? Especially this one. The drink scotch whiskey all night long and die behind the wheel. What on earth are we talking about? I guess that goes with the chorus of being, he feels like a loser. He's the opposite of the Crimson Tide. He's a big loser or whatnot. Even though he's a winner, maybe he's losing in relationships. Some of the song is about relationships. Let's see. Deacon has tried to be responsible adult, and it's just not for him. He knows what happens when you drink and drive. He's willing to accept the consequences, just so long as he doesn't have to accept the responsibility. But you might kill other people too. And there's a quote. I don't know. I'd like to die like my old dad, peacefully asleep, not screaming like his passengers. Oh, dang. Being behind the wheel also implies eating some form of control. Oh, exerting, I said eating. Exerting some form of control over his life and destiny, as opposed to the passivity of his suburban life. In other words, it's better to die behind the wheel of life than in the passenger seat. Okay, that makes sense. I thought you meant literally drinking and driving, but that's why I wanted to click it and see before I'm like, oh, don't drink and drive, that's bad. No, he's talking about he'd rather live recklessly and under his own control than to be in the passenger seat of life and letting life live him and die like that. Okay, that kind of makes sense. This whole freaking song, this whole thing is annotated. This is crazy. Crazy levels of annotation. Now this part, we talking about he's a loser. They got a name for the winners of the world. I want a name when I lose. Call me the Deacon Blues. The narrator juxtaposed the University of Alabama's Crimson Tide football team to represent the American winning attitude to that of his own sensibilities. This is crazy to me. It's 1977. Alabama's been winning that long? Oh, someone please inform me. Losing or living a life of hedonistic pleasure and playing music for a living is winning to him. The name he has chosen, which in his mind conveys a certain power of Deacon, is Deacon Blues. Losing or living life. Oh, so losing isn't losing. It's just he's like some kind of heathen living life for hedonistic pleasure. So that's losing, but to him that's winning. Okay, see, we're doing a lot of lyrical mental jujitsu here. I thought he was saying he was a big loser. I thought, okay, he's winning in life when it comes to music and stuff. Maybe he's losing in relationships. You know, maybe he's getting divorced and then losing half his money or something. I don't know. Anyway, Walter and I have. This is Donald Fagan. Says Walter and I have been working on that song at a house in Malibu. I played him that line. He said, "You mean it's like they call these cracker a-holes this grandiose name like the Crimson Tide, and I'm this loser, so they call me this other grandiose name, Deacon Blues?" Question mark. What? Okay. Oh, we have a synopsis. I didn't have to click the annotations. I did have questions about those specific parts though. Let's see. Deacon Blues is narration of a rock bottom suburbanite's fantasy of becoming a romantic saxophonist. Donald Fagan explained. Okay, so there it is. A rock bottom suburbanite fantasizing about becoming a famous saxophonist. No wonder he's saying, I'll learn how to work the saxophone and all that. Okay. It all makes sense now.
I don't know. Tell me, man, what do you know? What do you know? Me and my boys on the road. Who to go? She told me, boy, you to go. Like, I don't know.